What is up, Roshi's here. Today we're taking a look at a Elysian Midrange deck. The goal of this deck is to, well, tempo out your opponent, play some good guys, get some value, go wide, and beat your opponent down. Definitely trying to win the game before our opponents can really get started with this one. It's not aggro though, I guess it's more tempo, but some cool synergies going on here. One of the main cards of the deck, we've got Yulo. So we've got this flying synergy going on, but Yulo helps a ton of just making a lot of power and toughness on the board real fast. Gets out of hand pretty quickly and can really lock down a game. Having Pledge is nice too because it can make more hands be keepable than otherwise. So pretty solid card. To round out Yulo, we've got Mother of Skies. Also doubles as making additional dudes whenever we play Wump, Crack the Earth, or where is it here? Yeah, Wump or Crack the Earth both turn on Mother of Skies. You can also play Nesting Raven too if you want, but we're not playing that here. Sky Serpent and Mother of Skies, plus the tokens from this guy, Helio and Levitate, along with Vengeful Flight. A lot of options here. All serve to let Yulo fly, or trigger Yulo. Linrise Codex as well. And I guess Grodov's Burden. So we have a ton of ways to make sure we have a flying dude attacking, and really use and abuse Yulo in that regard. So it's pretty cool. Maveloft Huntress, just super, you know how good Plunder is, so we're plundering, and being able to just pick off guys, or even just throwing it down on turn 2 and killing it, something that's like an X2 is just fine, so pretty solid card. Yeah, Sky Serpent seems kind of bad, but honestly, sometimes this comes down on turn 2 and it just gets a ton of damage in before they deal with it and it flies over everything. Mother of Skies being a 1/4 is pretty huge, and while we don't make a ton of bodies in this deck, we make enough that it's just a good, solid card, and blocks really well and just really bogs down the board, so it's pretty solid. Wump and Mizo, you turn these guys into 6/6s and you're going to end games real quickly. If they don't kill it, they're in a pickle. And Master Conjurer is kind of in the same boat, but a little slower. It does give us extra primal though, which is pretty cool. Very definitely appreciated. And we have a ton of spells, so we're actually able to really pop off with the Conjurer. Helio, I didn't talk about Helio yet somehow, but you know what Helio does. We just, after we've dumped our hand into clearing their board and playing crap and doing all that, we play Helio and just kind of reload our hand, and maybe we draw another Helio. And being 6 power doesn't really hurt us too badly in this deck, at least, because we can kind of play both ends of the spectrum, so we're not as aggressive. And there's games that definitely go long enough that Helio's super solid. Permafrost, also one of the best cards to play after you Helio, but it's just good all around. 1 power, get something out of the way. It's just good. It's just good. Playing some Crack the Earth cards in our market. We can grab Grodov's Burden or Vengeful Flight with this. Could potentially play more 5s, but this is where we're at. I talked about Levitate, but this gives us flying, draws us a card, works well with Master Conjurer. Primal Etchings, just another way to dip into the market, give us some consistency on curving out. Petition, same boat. No market access, but we can use this to grab Aegis at will. Time Symbol if we need it, and then otherwise it's probably just grabbing Silexes. And then turn to see just the stereotypical blue card, or I'm sorry, primal card, and gets work done. For our market, we've got Backlash, Lightning Storm, Codex, Burden, and Flight. Backlash is just, well, people are playing really big spells or trying to wipe your board. You grab the Backlash and you punish them. Lightning Storm, any sort of go wide deck. While we do go wide ourselves, a lot of our stuff will actually survive a Lightning Storm, but some decks like Skycrack just hard lose to this card, so it's pretty solid. Codex, just if you need value or flying for whatever reason, this can do well in an extended game, or if you need to stun their board in a pinch and you've got 7 power, you can totally do that. Grodov's Burden, just spread buffs around, pretty solid, draw cards in a low slow game, kind of same boat, but a little slower, and also can hit relics. And then Vengeful Flight rounds out the deck. This card's super good. If you give Yulo flying, and then you're making 2/2/3s every time you attack, that's a pretty solid way to end the game. You could put it on, like, there's so many cards that it's fine to do it on, like, it doesn't really matter what you pick, it's just super powerful. And then it's coming back for more, so if the first one doesn't kill him, the second one might. And that's the deck. Yeah.
I like turtles.
Okay, bye.